while many may not have necessarily appreciated my sometimes rough around the edges approach, I know that many indeed did relate, understand, as well as appreciate it. But I am grateful to everyone. I'm grateful to St. Martin people in particularly for the lessons learned, because while you are asking them in the elections to use their voice, when you use their voice, there are some of them who basically just hold you accountable straight through. And I had that. That was one of my biggest encounters, and some of the lessons were harsh. Some of them were indeed pleasurable encounters, but I am grateful because I've learned a lot. To my colleagues in this room today, all the parliamentarians, I want to say thank you for helping guide me and teaching me the tricks, the ways to handle yourself in Parliament, when to speak, when not to speak, pace yourself and try to make sure that what you are saying, you mean, and that in that area, I wear sometimes my emotion on my sleeves and say things that and give people an opportunity to take out of context. In any event, everything was from heart. And for that, I am proud of myself. I want to also thank the faction staff and the staff of the Parliament. In particular, I would like to thank the griffiers for their assistance as well. Madam Chair, I would like to say thank you to you. I would like to say thank you to two gentlemen in this Parliament in particular for basically practicing before becoming a parliamentarian and shaping me into the politician I became, as well as allowing me to question the other one. I question him over and over and over. I don't give him a chance. And that's MP Franklin Myers and MP Theodore Heiliger. I don't give these gentlemen a break. But I can also tell when they're tired of me. They have their little ways of making sure that I know to hold my little distance every now and then when I misbehave. But this is also all part of it. I mention this because although sometimes we disagree, they allowed me to be myself and not have to do as they say. I was not a joystick, and that I appreciated because it was my biggest concern coming into the political arena. I wanted to be able to use my mind as I please. And while there are times you have to learn, lessons being taught, there's also times that you have to stand your ground and stick to what you believed in. And that's what I did, and I appreciate the fact that it wasn't held against me at no time other than when I had to carry my own bag. I also want to say thank you to my team. My family, my friends. I want to say thank you because it was not an easy road. When I stand up brave in here and say what I have to say and call people out, those are not nice feelings, but I always had my support from my friends and family, as well as my team, who were always there to at least make me feel better. I won't say goodbye because we don't know what the future holds. I remember saying once I will never run again, and again, that's emotions, and it's not easy. You have to have tough skin, and my skin has toughened up a lot. It have a long way to go, but I came a long way. And so I won't say goodbye because there is a chance that I will be back here again. And for that, I have to, again, be grateful to the St. Martin people who gave me enough votes to be even in line that chances are you might get back in. And if I stand here and act all sad and that I'm leaving and not acknowledge that blessing, would be flying in God's face, in my opinion. So I still want to say thank you to those people who believed in me. I love St. Martin with my whole heart, and I love my people. So, not goodbye, but farewell.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Tell them, connecting you.
Is to inform you about the deadline that was in the letter for Minister Lee and the letter for Minister De Wever that was presented on March the 12th on the issue of the tariff increase of the St. Martin Medical Center. Until today, the Anti-Poverty Platform and the Consumers Coalition have not received a formal answer on their letter to the Minister of ASR and the Minister of TIAT. As we informed you, it was based on the proposal of on the advice of the Ombudsman that these letters were presented. Now that the date has passed, the deadline was yesterday, we did not get yet a call from Minister De Wever to sit at a table with him. It was asked in the letter. We can only inform you that meanwhile we saw that Minister Lee had provided the SER, the Social Economic Council, a draft proposal to formalize the tariff increase for the St. Martin Medical Center. The staff of the Social Economic Council has invited the Consumers Coalition to get our opinion on the 41.8% tariff increase. In a former press briefing, we have informed you already about that meeting and what it is that we have provided as arguments against this tariff increase. So, with the fact that the deadline has passed yesterday and that we did not get any formal answer from Minister Lee, neither from Minister De Wever, we will go back to the Ombudsman with the latest developments. What we expect for the healthcare cost development in St. Martin is the following. The last time that healthcare providers had asked the Minister of Public Health for a tariff adjustment, a tariff increase, was in 2014. These were the physical therapists that since 2001 were waiting for a tariff increase, and the White and Yellow Cross Foundation. At that time, they were told that to have actually the cost of healthcare controlled, they could only get 60% of the real increase in the cost of living. The St. Martin Medical Center, if 100% increase was provided to them, would have got away with a 34% increase. But what we see is that they got a 41.8% increase. It's more than 100% of the cost of living increase. So this now will have consequences, because all healthcare providers will be asking now, why can the healthcare providers in Martin Medical Center get away with more than 100% increase for the tariffs, and we, to control the cost in healthcare, we have to settle with only 60% of that? That was the policy. How come the policy changed? If the policy changed, then all healthcare providers will increase their tariffs, will have to increase and get an increase for the tariffs. And who finally will have to pay for this increase? As we told you already, the social and health insurances have deficits in the health funds. So with an increase of the cost for the social and health insurance, it will mean that we will end up to have to increase and pay more for the premiums. And what about the people that are private insured? They are already paying their contribution for the health and social insurances. That will increase for them, but also their own private health insurance will increase, because the insurance companies already informed us that if government continues with this increase in the tariffs, they have to also increase the premiums for the people that are privately insured. With that said, if this is the expected development that we will get, everybody should know and will know that the ones responsible for that development is first and foremost the Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, Minister Lee, and Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, and Transport and Telecommunication. Why the Minister of Transport and Telecommunication also? Because to establish maximum tariffs, maximum prices, it's the Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication that can and that has to provide a national decree that establishes the maximum tariffs, the maximum price that an entity as the St. Martin Medical Center can charge to people. And so it is with that said that we know that this story, we will present it now to the Ombudsman, for the Ombudsman now to protect the rights of all the consumers of St. Martin with these decisions of the respective ministries that are not being done according to how it should be done legally.
people all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Tell them. Connecting you.
Because our tanks and the distribution network got damaged, we have 15 tanks in total. We lose 8 tanks, and some of them the roof blew off, and the water was exposed to the weather. So when the lab came in immediately, test the water, make sure it's drinkable or not. Found the water is somewhat drinkable, but we make a conscious choice not to inform the public to drink water because it's could be a health issue. We inform the public, use water for hygiene purposes, if not boil water first. Then we had shortly after that, the Dutch government was on the island as well too, and they proposed to assist us with our water issues we had. And we got from them talks to produce a small reverse osmosis plant. That was agreed on. In the meantime, what we did, we make a conscious choice to call in the local water truck drivers on the island to come in to deliver water to the different neighborhoods on the island for residents. Why we make this choice? Because we know for a fact electricity, people can do that for a while, but water is a basic necessity. We couldn't supply water to the water pipe because the water meters were damaged, meters were broken off, etc. So we got water to different neighborhoods. It posed some challenges for sure because we were there the first time and some people got so aggressive. We pulled back, called the police, called the Marines, listen, we want to do this effort here, we need your support as well. Good cooperation with the police force, we went with the police force to different neighborhoods, gave them water, it went smoothly. In the end, we did it with a police escort. But that was a key for us to get the residents water, the citizens of St. Martin water then, to keep the calm on the island. Our lab, mentioned before, this is a reverse osmosis plant. This is donated by the Dutch government. We sent an agreement to them, yes, but it's donated, we're not paying anything for this. What we do here, close by here, there's a water line passing. We tap into this water line, take this water into a reverse osmosis plant, purify the water, make it drinkable. We treat chlorine in this water, and in the back here, we have a storage tank. We can store water in there, and there's tap points here where residents can come and take water to drink. Because our tanks are still exposed to the weather, so we have here these tap points. We also installed a Belvedere at a McDonald's and in Madam Stay by Abu Ghazi, a similar tank as well too. We got water trucks from the Dutch government. We fill the trucks from here, take to 2 different points, and tap up water as well. It is going good. It was going good. And you have some residents abusing the water. It's labeled clearly for drinking purposes only. I saw people going there with clothes, washing cars. It hurt my heart. At one point saying, let's stop this. But then I would affect those who really need the water versus those who are abusing it. But it was really getting out of hand at some point in time. And that was unfortunate that some people are doing this as well. We also realized that the one in Belvedere, a number of residents of French Quarter comes over, take water. You can say they're on the French side. We all are from St. Martin. We all are from anyhow. So we left it as well too. So these are some challenges we face, but in all, we did what we could do for St. Martin. It is still operational. We have to evaluate now going forward to continue because this water is metered, but it's not paid for. GB's absorbed this cost up to now. We plan to take this cost on the water consumption to the government as well too, and see if we can get some money back for this. Because there's money available from the World Bank, and these are ways we're looking to get some funds back for GB as well too, because we have been hit hard financially. Our plan at the Festival Village, the main building we're in here, down. Our substation. The substation is a building we have where we have different switches in there, go to different areas on the island. So for the power plant, the current comes in bulk to the substation, Panana for example. From Panana it goes to Phillipsburg, Guana Bay, Sucker Garden, and so forth. So they were spared because they are built as a bunker, complete concrete. Only one of them, the door got shattered, but no damages. So we're fortunate to have that secured and well. Below here is a basement. This is the watertight door, so no water in as well too. So we got it with that. Our Simpson Bay branch office. Nothing happened to the branch office Simpson Bay. After things normalized a bit, we opened back the branch office for customers to come in and make payments and also complaints, close meters, whatever customer service related issues they have. Our cable yard, this is on a dump. We have a garage here, a warehouse. Most of all the canopies got damaged. Water storage. We have 15 water tanks. 8 of them got damaged. Right now we have on Cahill, one of them back in operation. We have one of Point Blanche being erected back now. It was demolished, being erected back. From Point Blanche to go back to Cahill. We have a combination of both at the same time to speed up the process. It takes more time repairing a tank now versus building it from scratch. This is what the tank looked like. Okay, here. 2 new brand tanks went into service in December 2016 and January 2017. Then we have 2 in Point Blanche, last one installed as well too. Suffered some serious damages. What happened here that we think happened? During the preparation for the hurricane, we had our tanks filled with water. 2 employees went on a voice note, sent around like crazy. That was a Monday. But on Tuesday morning, our tanks was half empty, half full. We have a look at it. And this affected our tanks. We tried our utmost best to shut down the water Tuesday morning to fill back the tanks, but we didn't have sufficient time because the water plant had other shut down as well too. So just left over the tanks half filled, and the air at top here is in a vacuum. Also caused the tanks to get damaged as well.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
The 1st of November, I was selected as the new director for the NSI. That's just after the hurricanes. So it is understandable that when I came in, the devastation that was there was something that had to be dealt with firsthand. I set out first to assess the damages. It was very important to know what we were looking at, what types of damages were there, what would it cost us. So the unofficial damage assessment report was made by the NSI, and that made us conclude what had to be done. What we did on a short-term basis was start the cleanup campaign. We started a very intensive cleanup campaign, cleaning up all of the facilities. I'm sure that you all remember what it looked like just after the hurricane and what it looks like now. What we have been doing is with our own personnel and our own resources. Much has been done to get the facilities back up and running. It is important that after such a devastating hurricane that the people that actually uses the facilities and that does sports can get back to doing sport as fast as possible. It helps against the traumatic experience of the hurricane. So that was one of our main focus, trying to get them up and running as soon as possible. 3 months later, we are at this stage where basic use of the facilities are possible. Our main facility, the Royal Illich Sport Complex, that is our main facility, as I said. So that is being used as we speak, except for the lights, the stadium lights, which still needs to be attended to. Hence, it's on the list also for being adopted. Also, we have the L.B. Scott's Auditorium that is in use as we speak. We managed to repair the damage, the indoor damages. The bleachers, the stands on the insides were repainted. The damaged boards were replaced, and it's in use for school purposes, and now it is in use for the public as well, for the sports federations.